Two peeps. Tonight I'm not going to talk about farms. I'm not going to talk about baby animals. What I'm going to talk about is relationships with distance and times and those passions and dreams that we have with friendships. That's what I'm going to talk about tonight. Two peeps. It starts with a country girl. That's me, Tammi, born and raised in Bemidji, Minnesota, and I love to hunt and fish. I never saw a skyscraper until I was in high school when I went to a choral competition, and I saw a skyscraper, and I was just like, wow, so big. So I'm truly a country girl. But then there's a city girl in my life, and her name is Cheryl. She is from Buffalo, New York, and she rides a Harley, has lots of tattoos. I won't even tell you where she has them all. And she never saw a cow until she was in high school, and that's when her parents brought her out to a farm so she could see a cow. Well, Cheryl moved to Bemidji and was a chiropractor in the office that I worked in. And we hit it off, and we are fast friends with lots of late night phone calls, and they were usually about guy problems. But we are good friends. Cheryl has 3 children, Melissa, Amanda, and Justin. I have 2 children who are Brittany and Brandon, and all of them, as single parents, we had 5 children, and they were all within 4 years of age, and they became fast friends just like Cheryl and I did, and they had true relationships, which now in their late 20s they still keep. This is my brother. He's an Army boy, and how he comes into the picture is he invited me to a wedding. He was single. My best friend was single. So I invited my friend to go to the wedding with me. I had a terrible headache. Guess what? They are now married, and I got the best of both worlds. Cheryl and I have to deal with distance with our relationship, our friendship, because since my brother is in the service, he moves around. He is right now the command sergeant major at Ripley, and so they have moved from Hutchinson up to Brainerd, and so they're a little bit closer, but still 92.6 miles away. But Cheryl and I always had a dream and an idea that we wanted to start a business. We wanted to do something together that we could share our time and have fun doing. And so we thought, you know what? We're going to start a company. Someday we'll have a company together. Finally, the opportunity and perfect timing came. When my hours were cut at work and Cheryl's opportunity at work for her hours to be cut also, we thought, oh, this is a can-do attitude, and we are going to start our own business. And that's what we have done. We make soap. Pretty cool, huh? Cheryl always made soap because I have terrible skin issues and allergies, and so I've always been able to use Cheryl's soap and never had a problem. So we own a soap business. Simple beginnings. Lordy, lordy. We make soap in a garage. We use dollar store little containers, and we use sawhorses and countertops and very little money because none of us have it. So safety first. I didn't even put the picture here because it's so embarrassing. The first time I mixed the lye and the water together, I had goggles on, I had long gloves and a rubber apron on, and I looked like a fool. The mad scientist, she called me, and so we always had to do safety first. Everybody say this word with me. It's called saponification. What is that? It took me 2 weeks to remember what it was and how to say it. What it is soap making. That's exactly what it is. It's when you mix the lye and you mix the oils together, and it makes soap and glycerin. That's what saponification is. Production of soap. It's quite tedious, and there's lots of steps. If I would have known that, I would have made something a lot easier. There's measuring, there's mixing, there's curing, there's tracing, there's cutting, there's just a whole bunch of stuff. And so here's some friends of ours that came and helped us one day. And that's what it's all about. Cheryl and I wanted to slow down because all of a sudden it was going way too fast and we were not having fun anymore. So we invited some friends over and some sangrias, and you don't want to use the soap that we made on that day. But Cheryl and I are also opposites. Cheryl is very neat, orderly, exact, anal. And I am a wild and crazy person. I'm messy, and sometimes you want to hit your head here. But it just strengthens our relationship. Telephone and internet, with us so far apart, 92.6 miles. We, at 7 o'clock every morning, if I don't call her, she's calling me. This is happening, this soap is ready and it's cured, and blah, 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 blah. And we're doing logos on the internet back and forth. And so thank God for the internet. Since my brother is in the Army, and he's from Ripley, they do a lot of deployments. And so we did camouflage soap, and it's wrapped in yellow ribbon, and it's called Thank a Soldier. And so we give them out to all the soldiers as they're deploying. But we also have a couple other special causes, since this is so important to us to keep our relationships strong, is Alzheimer's. I run the Alzheimer's support group, and so this is a true cause for me, Alzheimer's awareness. And Cheryl's friend, and one of them was back in the picture, has breast cancer, and so we've done a breast cancer soap also, and those proceeds go to those causes. So really, this isn't even about soap. This is about the relationships, the passions, the dreams, and a friendship that lasts through time and distance. And that's two peeps.